Hello everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom for this upcoming week of November the 9th through November the 16th, 2024. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. I'd like to thank everyone who has liked and shared and subscribed to my Claire Candy Huff YouTube channel. And if you become a subscriber, it's totally free, and you will receive notification when I upload new videos. I'd also like to thank those who have contributed or donated to and for my free content. So if you'd like to make a donation, I have left my PayPal link in the description box down below with all of my contact details. So here on Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom, we pull Lenormand cards, runes sometimes, oracle cards, tarot cards, but we always firstly look into the astrological heavens to see what planetary and celestial events will be affecting us. Now, firstly, we're going to take a look back to November the 3rd. Mars moved from the sometimes shy and introverted Cancer the crab into Leo, the very proud, passionate lion. And this is a roaring big deal. Why, and why now in particular? Well, while Mars moved through Cancer, it helped us to go deep. I mean really deep emotionally, to recognize how past experiences continue to infect, and block our present path. And for many, this had us addressing deeply rooted childhood experiences. Many in the collective found themselves looking at and healing these wounds. Now that we've done that, the energy transforms from introspective to expressive. For Leo symbolizes our bold, extroverted selves, our inner fire, passion, action, and drive. It invites us to embody our bravery and courage. You know, lions are fearless, and whatever they do comes from a place of joy, the joy of the hunt, the joy of mating, the joy of resting, the joy of eating, to the joy of playtime. This fiery energy will show up for many as a fearless urge to channel our creative gifts and do it with the lion's share of authenticity and radiance. Courage comes from the Latin word cor, which means heart. This time is asking us to fearlessly commit to our heart's longing and align with our soul's unique purpose. After all, that is why you incarnated at this monumental, transformative time here on planet Earth at this exact time, to bring forth your very important puzzle piece in order for our beloved planet to enter the golden age of light. Things that help enormously to do this is to let go of seeking approval and validation in order to be accepted and liked. You're already loved by God, Source Creator. I don't know how much more you can be loved. And holy moly, if I did not do this 20 years ago, actually it was 21 years ago now, I would never have shared with the world that I, Angel Ariel, walked in to Claire Candy's body, and I would not have shared it for fear of retribution, rebuking, criticism, or condemnation. I did it because it was my mission to be as authentic and truthful as I possibly could be. And now it is your turn to step up in your authenticity. In fact, this time of Mars in Leo challenges light workers, starseeds, walk-ins, who have not put themselves out in the world to embrace their vulnerability of being seen. This is not just about stepping into the spotlight, but it's about being our most authentic self. We can only do that by transcending our self-doubts and open ourselves to the immense joy that comes with living from our soul's highest purpose, speaking truthfully, creating from our hearts, and sharing that all what we have with the world, in going from Cancer's emotional depths to lighting our Leo fire. We must move beyond our fears to shine our brilliant light with our divine power of true self-expression and unconditional love. Now, as we mentioned in last week's video, November is bringing in some of the most significant events. And in one day's time, actually tomorrow, we will have one of those events. Now, the Posse of Angels, my angelic family, who I'm part of, they are showing me, they are showing me a birthday cake filled with lit candles, and they are saying, go ahead, make a wish. For this magical day of cosmic alignment opens the door for miracles to come in and acts like a gateway to access higher realms of consciousness. And this day is tomorrow, the 11/11. 11 represents the master number and the spiritual growth, with many interpreting that 11/11 is a sign from the universe that they're on the right path, being guided towards their true purpose. Because of its association with opening to the realms of infinite possibilities that exist in the universe, it's associated with those limitless doors of miracles opening and wishes being fulfilled. With this massive amount of help from the universe, it does take the load off of many of us human beings who are so busy ascending into our crystalline, multidimensional, divine, eternal light forms, just knowing that we are getting all kinds of help from the universe. And this gateway is one of the biggest. Now, on the 11/11, it would be an absolutely awesome day to take some time to set very clear intentions to direct our energies towards specific goals and desires that are in our heart by writing them down or creating things like vision boards that represent our wishes coming true. We send out very powerful signs and messages for the universe, so there is no ambiguity as to what we will attract. Now remember, since we are working in the realm of infinite possibilities, we must let go of the expectation of the how, the way our goals and intentions will be fulfilled. And of course, we have to let go of the when, which is the universe's, God's timing, which, by the way, is always perfect. So, the Posse of Angels and I are saying to mark your calendars, and they are adding, when you do this, go forth and make even bigger wishes. Then on November the 15th, we are presented with a double whammy. Saturn, which has been in retrograde since June 2024, will take a turn and it will station direct. You know, in Saturn, the Lord of Karma, or sometimes called the hard taskmaster planet, who lovingly brings us challenges so we can learn our lessons. When it's in retrograde, many tend to revisit the karmic lessons that they've been working on. And if we're not consciously working on them, then good old Saturn will present some challenges, oppositions, or irritations that push under our noses these lessons to be learned, so we will take notice of it so that we can work on them. But now that Saturn stations direct, it's as if our spiritual homework is completed, and we now can reap the rewards. Here they come, the Posse of Angels. They're chiming in and they're saying, if you have not done the work to transmute those challenges and irritations into things like peace and unconditional love, forgiveness, compassion, kindness, and generosity, then you have 4 more days to get yourself busy and get your act together, as we don't want to miss out on our rewards. One thing about Saturn is that there is no ambiguity, for it's always felt to me like a very black and white energy. You know, it's and with very little gray areas. It's kind of like being pregnant. You either are or you're not. Uh, you can't be just a little pregnant. We need to totally forgive and love unconditionally. We need to love someone, not just sometimes, not just because of the things that they do or they don't do, but always, always love them unconditionally, forever and always, under any circumstances, regardless of any circumstance. And that can take some doing. Now, with this homework complete, there'll be many who will see that they magically will be making swift progress and experiencing a greater motivation in their lives as they get swept up in this forward motion of this very, very big, important planet. Along with this feeling of forward movement can also come a deeper understanding as to why we needed to come face to face with those challenges, close those doors on it with unconditional love and forgiveness that presented to us under this Saturn retrograde. Now, that we really do want you to think back to June of 2024 when Saturn went retrograde until now, and those things that have been brought to your attention and those things that you have hopefully worked through. With the added injection of Uranus under this Taurus full moon, let me just say, then on that same day, of November the 15th, when Saturn goes direct, we have a Taurus full moon, which should be rock steady and stable under Taurus. But this one has a bit of an unpredictable energy because it's attributed to the positioning of Uranus. Uranus is not a bad planet. Actually, there are no bad planets, but it does act like a catalyst for confrontation as it likes to awaken things. This could bring in difficult, even unsettling information to shake up our worlds. Now, the posse of angels is giving it to us straight, and they're sharing that we could experience sudden and shocking events. But the energy of Taurus will help and guide us with its very grounded, practical, and organized energies. With the added injection of Uranus under this Taurus full moon, the disruptions are necessary for the massive shifts and breakthroughs to occur that will help us to evolve as individuals and as a collective in the years ahead. Now, the posse of angels is saying that we won't find this shift on any programs in the media, and if one is not aware of it internally happening, then they will probably not even notice it. It's not an external change, but it's happening in the hearts of humanity. As more and more people are waking up to the fact that what we focus on becomes our reality. And with this realization, people stop fighting because fighting just brings them more things and people to fight with. They stop focusing on drama, chaos, violence, separation, and division because this just brings them more disharmony and division into their lives. Instead, they are coming to realize that they are the one and only ones who have the capacity to create their vision of a heaven on earth. This is a great awakening to the divinity inside of ourselves that was always there. It was just lying dormant underneath all the programming of hatred, racism, division, and being distracted by things in our external world. And remember, this is not determined by anyone else who wins any election or calls themselves a so-called authority. With all of the integration of higher frequencies, many now have evolved and they have the capacity to heal themselves as they realize that by waking up to their own divinity, it will provide an impenetrable wall of protection from being manipulated and controlled. Yes, that's how powerful you are. In this way, there's no better counsel than our inner intuitive counsel, and we get to become the change that we want to see in the world. Its strength is growing stronger and stronger every single moment of every single day, and we can see it in those people who are petitioning to get poisonous chemicals, preservatives, additives, coloring out of foods that are allowed in the same products that are not allowed in the same products overseas. We are seeing it in the people that are homeschooling their children against immoral indoctrination, as the wealth of any collective is the moral nurturing and fostering of the development of their children. We see it in those who have seen a correlation between weather geoengineering and the areas that are proposed for a creation of controlled cities and that have large lithium deposits underneath them, and in the areas of reintroducing free energy for humanity that has been hidden away for greed and profit, although it hurt and polluted our planet, and in the complete revision of how we keep ourselves healthy and vibrant and not dependent on institutions that are invested in keeping us sick for profit and gain. This, everyone, is a silent revolution. It's burning brightly in many people's hearts as we are evolving into sovereign, powerful, multidimensional beings, setting our own course to work together in peace, prosperity, health, harmony, and unity for all. The more these flames are kept alive, the old former avenues of separation and division will fall away, and there'll be no more wars, no more reasons for them. There never was a reason for them except for greed and corruption, no more doing things of harm to others for profit, because that flame of truth and justice for all will set such a massive, massive firestorm of blazes that it will naturally combust, and it will usher in the golden age of humanity. And the posse of angels wish for all of us to remember that when we center our thoughts on love, it will be love which manifests for us. Our greatest role as keepers of the light is to keep holding that sacred place in our hearts, holding the vision of golden age of Atlantis rising on the planet once again. Many people do not know that the experiment of Atlantis went through many tests to see if higher dimensional beings could exist in physical form while still keeping their connection to God Source Creator without being corrupted. Well, the tests failed terribly, with dark corruption overtaking the light, the children of the one God, and each test had to be destroyed first by a comet, then by a nuclear bomb, and then by the big flood. We, as keepers of the light, starseeds, walk-ins, have been encoded to be the children of the oneness with God's Source Creator. And by being diligent to this connection, nothing but nothing can break this asunder. We do this by not ignoring the chaos and fear, for the shadow side exists in each and every one of us because of our humanness, but we discipline our minds to align only with love, for love is the greatest force of all. By our consistent practice of choosing love over anything else, we lift ourselves above the fear, above the chaos, and we focus on creating our reality where love reigns supreme. By doing so, we have the faith and trust that we are part of God's divine plan and decree that the earth will enter a new era of light, which has been kept lit by every single individual's divine spark within their hearts. For additional messages, I'm going to start with an absolutely beautiful deck. And it's here, and I got it this past week. It's called the Sacred Hags Oracle, Visionary Guidance for Dreamers, Witches, and Wild Hearts. It's by Danielle Dulski, and the illustrations are absolutely divine by Janine Hausman. Beautiful, beautiful deck. When I went to this deck, Posse of Angels told me to pick a 4-card story, and what came out first is this one, The Hag of Cats, number 10. And its message is adaptability. Cats are beings of true spirit, sensing the coming subtle shifts, even before they manifest in the physical. I bet you have felt like something is stirring on the horizon. Cats are true beings of light. Many in the collective are picking up massive changes ahead. To change does not mean that we lived our former lives right or wrong, but in most cases, many were creating blindly as misinformation was presented to us, and we were not of high enough consciousness to do our own research and question what was being told to us. But with all the positive changes that will be implemented in our new era of light on planet Earth, we've become powerful, sovereign, multidimensional, and we know without any doubt that we are creating our own realities. And we're being able to be reborn into these powers to shape incoming changes to fulfill our soul's purpose for being here. Just think about what changes are coming to warrant your adaptation. When you think about these adjustments, how would they advance your ability to dance with the universe? And the Posse of Angels are saying, do not limit yourself, because you are now working with limitless possibilities of the universe. So that first card is adaptability. Next card that is coming in for us is this one. It's the Fairy Pool of Baptism. It's number 47, which is an 11, which is a master number. So this is, and what it's telling us is confirming that the more we let go and surrender any attachment to our former lives that we created, in most cases with a lower consciousness, the more we allow ourselves to be renewed. The healing that is coming in now is enhanced by the powers of water. And they're there to cleanse and to clear ourselves. You know, whether that is bathing in a waterfall, like this maiden is doing, walking in a stream, sitting by a lake, or the ocean, or taking salt baths, or even visualizing being in the water. We are cleansing ourselves, cleansing through our tears. Please know that the more we affirm and focus on being cleansed and renewed, then we transmute any energies of blame and being held back, but that we are being made ready for the changes to come. And I love that this card is about renewal. Renewal through cleansing ourselves. Many of you may be feeling like you need to go through a detox, as we've come full circle to this end of a cycle, and we need to cleanse and we need to detox. We can be going through a detox for our physical bodies. We could be detoxing and decluttering our homes, all of these things. And why we may be feeling this way is because Mercury is going retrograde on the 25th, and we're in the pre-shadow phase. So this is adaptability to being renewed. They go together. Beautiful. The next one that's coming out in this beautiful deck is the Witch's Initiation. This is number, oh no, hold on, this is 24. Oh no, this one came next. Season of Orphan Dreams. Hold on, I think I have these back. Oh, this one. This one comes out next. The Season of Orphan Dreams. And this one is about harvest. So we have adapting to being renewed in this season of harvest, and certainly here in the United States, we're in the midst of fall and fall, autumn, when all the leaves are turning the beautiful shades of burgundies and oranges, yellows and reds, fiery reds, in preparation for those trees to drop their leaves and to go into winter. But this is a time of harvest with these changes that we need to adapt to what's coming in. Posse of Angels is sharing that for many, our former lives have dried up, just like those leaves on the trees, because we're nearing the end of days as we knew them. We can choose to grieve them or be grateful with the lessons that it taught us. We can cry, and those tears can be either tears of joy or sadness. If they are tears of grief, then the Posse of Angels is saying, harvest your grief, honor it, but don't stay there too long, as the harvest of all that you previously done to bring light and awakening to the planet wants to come in and fill your life and fulfill your orphaned dreams, or those dreams that have been postponed for God's timing. I love that. The season of orphaned dreams. It's time for the harvest. And when Saturn stations direct on the 15th, that's when many people from that time onwards, we get our rewards for diligently doing our homework and working on those things when Saturn, the hard taskmaster, presented us with those things between June and the 15th to work on. And now we get to harvest. Beautiful. The last card is this one, number 29, the Witch's Initiation. We've come full circle, and now the initiation begins. Its message is Genesis. As we know, Genesis is the beginning. This is the coming home to your soul after a long and arduous journey. But with our adaptation and adaptability, with our renewal and our harvest cards, with all of them coming out, it is signaling the dawn of a new cycle. It's a time to breathe life into your new journey. Consider this to be your rebirth. Not only is this card a card of sovereignty, as this is the birthday of your most fearless, most authentic story yet. But don't get too far ahead of yourself, as the new story is written word by word, breath by breath, second by second, and it's dependent on what you do in the present moment. So use those present moments wisely, with the highest of intentions and the highest of frequencies. So beautiful 4-card story there. I also purchased another deck, which is just so lovely, by Kyle Gray. And it's this little mini version of Angels and Ancestors. And the card that came out for us, not surprisingly, was Snake. I love that this one came out, because the snake is us casting off and shedding our old vestments of the past in order to reveal our fresh new colors, our talents and gifts to give to the world. Transformation is in the air. By letting go of any self-fulfilling beliefs, you're peeling away any old illusions or limitations. The more we can boldly and bravely show our true countenance to the world and celebrate our new selves, the more the universe will recognize our true nature, and the universe will celebrate you. Love, 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 love that. Let's go to my Angel Healing House tarot cards. Just put this over here and pull 3 cards to end with today. See what cards are coming out. I hope everyone's well. I've already started well, it was 2 weeks ago, I started to notice all the red and green decorations that are coming, that have been put in place now that Halloween is over, to remind us that Christmas is coming up. Although there are many that think that the December 25th is the wrong date. Anyway, it's very festive. And the thing I like to put my attention on is goodwill and peace to all. And may this be the year that we enter into a time of harmony, of unity, of kindness, of generosity, compassion, understanding, and really peace for humanity. It's my only wish. I wish that every day, but I guess even more so around this time of year. Okay, let's split the deck and pull those 3 cards. See what other information we can get to end this reading. Okay, first one coming out for us is the Death card. Death to all that we've known before. This cycle that we've completed now is the cycle of our former lives that were created with, in most cases, with lower dimensional frequency, as we were not of high enough consciousness to do our own research and to just accept what so-called authorities were telling us. But now that many have awakened to their sovereignty, to their power, to live those independent lives, and now we're transforming, just like this lady here. The physical is transforming into the spiritual, except we will keep our bodies this time when we're making that ascension into the light. There's confirmation about us shedding the old and transforming into these beings of light. Next card that's coming out for us is the World card. And the World card is the card of completing a cycle, and beginning a new one. Also, I love, and they're pointing to the laurel wreath above her head. And the laurel wreath above her head is the rewards that are coming in for being diligent. Not only diligent in sharing your light with the world, but diligent in being your authentic, divine self, and all of the rewards that are going to be coming in as a result of that. So the World card can also be a card of travel. So many people are going to be shifting locations, as where they are was kind of like a holding point for them before the new information comes in to present us with direction on where to go to start this next part of our mission, this next part of our journey. And next card, I just noticed something, that the Death and the World are major arcana cards, and what do we have for our third and last part of this story is the Justice card. When the major arcana cards come up, as I teach my tarot students, when many major arcana cards come out, it is a life-changing experience. And justice is coming in. Justice for those who would thwart morality, who would thwart doing harm, who would thwart, not doing or doing things that were corrupt and dark. And justice will be brought in, and also living a more balanced life, and a life more truthful to who we authentically are. So I love that this card came in after the transformation card of death and completing a cycle as we enter into more of these frequencies of this beautiful light that is shining on our planet. To end with, let's go with our divine doors. Many people have told me that they love these little doors. What doors are we going to go through today? Let me see. Do you want? Okay. 3-card story, Posse of Angels. No, I want to flip, 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 flip. Okay, come on. Whoops, there's 1. That's 2. Probably a lot of people's least favorite card came out, although very important one. Oops! I just caught it. This was the first one, the Odyssey, and I did mention a new journey. And this is the beautiful doors, the light blue. Hey, I got the memo. I'm wearing the light blue sweater, and there's light blue doors. They're very pretty with the pink flowers. And it says, take in the beauty of country lands and botany. Explore the wonder like a gypsy traveler's odyssey. Yes, enjoy your new journey and know that you are co-creating this new odyssey with spirit. So look for those signs and look for those messages. And if those signs and those messages aren't coming in as fast as you would like to, the next card is yours because it is patience. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see all things will be right. All the dots are being connected for you. And I love that this one came out because we were speaking about Saturn getting out of retrograde and going direct and all of the rewards coming in. And look at this one. There's lovely Buddha. And it's the card of offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows, share more than expected, and see love come around. The Odyssey, patience, and offerings. I hope all that has been helpful today. Go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. Remember that Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom airs every week, every weekend. Usually I try to put it out Saturday. If not, it goes out on Sundays. And fashion an absolutely beautiful life, as I said. And I'm wishing you love and angel blessings. Remember that you can always find me at angelhealinghouse.com. And Angel Healing House, my business, that number is 831-277-3716. Take care, everyone. Bye.